Well, hello everyone. Welcome yourselves back on in to this rainy day in Manor Lords on the challenge mode, where we are actually very solidified in what we're building in our main settlement here, and we did manage to get our little hamlet up in our secondary as well in the last one. As always, I appreciate you being here. Please do hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already for all things City Builder as well. It is a massive help. Now, we just want to get our families up in here. And as I said, this one for fertility is going to be the mega farm zone. Now, the whole region is good for farming. So we're spoiled for choice, really. Now, all I've done over here is I've put in the saw pit to start getting the planks. And we've got the tannery under construction as well. And I'm also going to go ahead and get the church in. It's a huge hill, by the way. And there's going to be multiple areas I probably can't build on. But just for ease of use, we're going to pop the church in here. Farms will probably go up this way somewhere. I may even be able to squeeze them down this way, but we want to keep hold of that wood for now. But that's that settlement good. Over in our secondary over here, just get rid of that, sorry. We've got basically charcoal, and I've started putting in some more hitching posts. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is getting a pack station up or two over here and start hiring up the donkeys, the mules, for that one. I'm also going to go ahead and get these upgraded. We'll also get another ox in. But yeah, get all of those upgraded so they're done and we don't need to worry about them. And productivity over here is fine. Now, I was thinking about using this zone to hire in our next lot of soldiers, but I don't think that's going to be feasible. So we'll keep them over here, because otherwise we have to trade for weapons and stuff into that zone, which is something we can do for the pack stations, but it's just a lot of unnecessary work. So I'm just going to continue on with the militia footmen, and we're just going to keep expanding with these guys in this region. So we're just going to go mass militia footmen and archers, I think, and then hiring up where else we can as well. That's pretty much it. That royal tax is going to keep going up. We've got plenty of money, so not concerned at all for there. And I think resource wise we're absolutely fine. So, yeah, nothing really to be concerned about. We're still buying in the eggs and stuff, but food's looking pretty good. Now, we are trying to build up. We're going up about 10 influence-ish time. So we gave away 10 bread there. So we are still only on the 8% tax and 3% on the tithe. I'm going to go to 4% on the tithe, I think. And then over here, when we get the manor house up, we will be doing that as well over here. So what I'm going to do is probably start to get in some basic bits over here. Food really isn't going to be a problem over here, so it isn't too much of a problem to decide what we're going to go with. I'm going to go with the 2 animal pens. Just going to get in a couple of goats in there just to keep topped up on the hunter's camp. But we got the double berry, so berries are going to be pretty insane in this region. So I'm going to get a second one in there. Yeah, food's going to be crazy over here. So this will be kind of where we run most of our tithe from. So we need 4k in total to be able to take over these two. And then we're all job done, really, with the achievement. So that's the plan anyway. And then in the meantime, I'll continue getting in some houses. Probably along this section, actually. So I'm going to build into this. That is highly unnecessary to go that wide, but I think that's what we'll do. And we're keeping this region as tight as we can. And I'm maxing out efficiency through doing so. I think what I'll do is something like that. And then off the back of this bit, I'll just bring these guys around and then probably into this road. We can just build some houses up in there. Maybe some smaller farms or something. I don't know. But we're waiting for the population to get into these before we go any further. So they should start going in these lot very, very soon. And then we'll double up on those as well. So we've got plenty of space to accommodate everything that we're doing. All right, let's go ahead and take out the forager's hut. Let's get someone in the tannery. For now, I'm trying to keep all of these kind of running. We might not need... Yeah, I'll keep the planks going. I've got them set as a 5. And then as people come in, we'll get more in the logging camps and stuff as well. And we'll just make sure the market is good. Yep. And then over here, we'll also need to make sure we're good. So let's get one in the storehouse. Boom. So I think we've got 5 in each. We're going to need... Oh, we've got 6 in the granary. So I'm going to need to build another granary as well. Not a problem. And actually, that's quite good. I don't think we're going to affect migration, so I'm just going to pop a granary over here as well. We need someone in this firewood woodcutter's lodge as well, so I'll get that one going. I don't know what to pause in the meantime. What I'm basically trying to do is get that leather in, make sure everyone's got their clothing. which they do, I can go ahead and pause that tannery. And now we're going to build a few more houses over here just to get them. Happiness is still below, so what we need to do is just get in probably, I don't know, a bit overkill actually. Let's just get 2 more. That should be absolutely fine. And then this happiness will go up over time, and then I should start being able to ramp up maybe the farms. Now the church is kind of in, happiness will just be, they'll be very happy over here now, so it'll be church and clothing. But some ready for tier 2 already. We can get that next point. Now, points over on this one, I have said I'll probably go this way to get the double. So you get twice the efficiency from communal ovens on bread once we get going, but it really is no point yet. Look at that, we got 1 in here already, so this orchard's going to start now. I am going to, straight away then, we're going to go for the upgrade in that burgage plot. Now, I just want to point out food. Absolutely, look at this honey now. This is an insane amount of food, so we can more than kind of accommodate the tier 3 now without any problems over here, and that's without getting the bread in as well. And we should still be giving the tithe. I can see it going up slowly. Yeah, 17 this time, so that's good. We can still creep that up every month. But it's really going to come in when this gets done. Now, I also want to point out I'm in no rush to get to tier 2 over here, so I can farm without tier 2 as well. So really not bothered at all by it. And families are coming in, so I should be able to continue to build the houses over here now. And I'll get the next 2 in that I wanted to. Make sure we can get businesses on them. There we go, 2 more there. And let's straight away then, let's get 1 more in this granary, and let's get that one upgraded as well. So we're just ready, and then I'll get a second storehouse. But at the moment, we're actually fine. There's plenty of room, and we still got capacity for them. Now, all our orchards, or sorry, our 2 orchards are in place. So we're going to go ahead and get all 3 of these upgraded to tier 3. Tempted to change that one to orchard as well. But yeah, we'll start to see the yield on those 2 pretty quickly, actually. They don't take long. And we are able to get 2 families in a time now with everything that we're doing. So that previous month taxation debuff is kind of going down. Only thing I've got to be wary of is the entertainment supply. I think we're now going to need to upgrade the small tavern. So let's get that as highest priority, because we don't want to take that dip on entertainment from these guys either. I'm just going to build a couple of large farms over here. And these, I don't want it like that actually. This needs to be a little bit bigger. I'm going to go for just 2. I'm basically going to fill in this zone here for 2 double plots there. They're going to be carrots, and that's going to be our carrot needs for all of these. They will probably go to tier 2, and then the rest will be the farmhouses, which, by the way, I'm going to be able to do pretty quickly. So we're going to go with a farmhouse over here. I'm actually just going to straight away get the 2 in. And then our first lot of fields, we're going to start planning out. So we stick with the 1 Morgan fields, or thereabouts. First 3 will be what we do to start with. All of this region's good, so. Alright, there's our 6 fields. I'll get those rotating in a moment, but they're going to be ready for these guys as well. So we can get these in. It is August, so this is what I want to do. You want to wait till September. So, just, or is it October? Let me just double check. Harvesting, plowing, sowing. Yeah, they sow between September and November. So any time from kind of next month will be okay. So what I'll do is get all of these pinned. Sorry, I'll make sure it is the right 3. I'm going to do them in rows so I know. So first 3 here. We're going to do the crop rotation. So I'm going to do my typical farming that I like to do, and that is going to be wheat once a year between the 3. So you see this? There'll always be only 1 field kind of going, but as you get onto multiple, there'll be 2, if that makes sense. So we'll have those 3 all good on a separate wheat. Now, we could also do barley over here as a second year and really pump out barley with the other settlement, or sell it via our other one for cheaper to make even more money at the other one. But that's for a little bit later on, and then we'll grab these 3 and do the exact same. So if you are new to the farming in the game, this is the go-to rotation, in my opinion. And then we'll do the same. 3 lots of wheat. Third year, and then yeah, just space them out like that. So if you put them across like that, it's really easy to lay out. And then we have our 3 over there. What we can do is also then start to put people in a farmhouse. So if I put 2 families in there, they'll start plowing. We're not going to get loads out of them, but it's a good start. And I need to remember to make sure I get the goats into these, which we don't have enough regional wealth for. So that's where we're either going to need to upgrade the houses or get the trading post in. And actually, I'll start with the trading post. it's going to be a little bit easier. So if I just plonk a trading post over here, it's nice and close to do inter-trading. And what we'll do is probably barley at some point for the early trade with these guys. But you'll see in this zone, look, with that wild berries at the moment, that double plot is going to keep our food spicy for a very long time. So not something we're going to have to worry about at all. And we'll get one in the trade post, I think. These are minor trades. I am going to say, basically, keep hold of 70 berries at the moment. Let's export a few just to bring in a bit of coin over here. So if I just get one family in there, the minor trades will pull in a little bit of regional wealth without even needing to upgrade to tier 2. So we'll sacrifice some of the berries early on. You'll see they're already going out to plough the field now. So they're going to do 2 fields. It's this one plus this one. So they're going to do the front 2 first. Now back over in the main, we're all good over here, I believe. So they're ready actually for tier 3. Did we get any apples? We did. We got apples in the first year. Lovely. I'll keep that one as carrots for now. So we need a total of 5 more houses to get our last point, which is going to be our deep mining. So I'm not in any rush until this gets really low. We're on 1,200 at the moment. We might not even need it, but I'm going to keep it going anyway. And then for these guys, we'll just continue on with getting some eggs in. It's going to be the most sensible. We're just going to drown these guys in food, pretty much. And actually, I realise now, as long as you have more than 4 food sources, eggs are really good because it acts as a buffer. You'll see we've got actually 6 food sources here now, and we're going to get the 7th. So it should be fine. And this is all stuff we can give away to the tithe, as you're seeing here. So we're giving a little bit away at a time. Let's check resources. We might need to grab some stone at some point, but I think we can get our manor house, or consider our manor house, really soon. So we actually did the right thing by just... I'm going to put it over here as well. I'm going to commit that. We did the right thing by doing the high resources, so we have enough stone here without even having to mine any. And actually, it doesn't even have any stone. No, it does, but we don't need to mine it because we started with enough. And we sold some of our berries, by the way, so I've just upgraded both of those plots with carrots already. And then once they're done, I'm going to make sure they have the expansion families. Let's make sure our ale is okay. Yep, we're back into the money here, so I'm going to turn up the overstock. I could even get a second one in there. At the moment, though, I think we're absolutely fine running with 1. And let's get a couple more to tier 3 then. I think I'm going to go double up, double up, double up, and then I'm going to upgrade those. And as these spare families come in, I will continue to put them in the farmhouse to get these going. So we want to max out these. 4 in 1 farmhouse will be enough to do the 2 fields. And then you'll see... Oh, they've rotated onto the other one. It's switched months, so this one is wasted now. So they're going to go and do these 2. So that's why it is October. So just wait until October before you get these set up. Look at that, 85, 94 coins by selling those berries as well. Pretty crazy. We've got the policies, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to keep selling them for now. It's actually pretty handy. And then these guys, we can get the expansion. So we're good for a few families over here. That should be 4, I think. And then we'll just double check. We still have a little bit of leather, so we don't need to worry. I am going to need to expand the requirements soon. At the moment, we're okay. I'm going to make sure they're overstocked a little bit. Then after that, we're going to keep going with some other little bits of food because, well, we're going to be sending the bread. There we go. We're on 1.1k. Did we get like a big harvest over here or something? All right, we're getting pretty full over here now. As you can see, we've got these guys happy. I'm going to actually get this retinue sorted straight away. Got enough money for it. And then we'll also get the expansion on the manor house over here when we're good as well, which actually has been done. But I'm going to let them... got 2 families. I think we're okay. Kind of want the 4th one in there, but I think we'll be okay with 3. Got enough spaces to accommodate. But that's going to produce quite a bit of bread. Hopefully we've got enough. So the garrison tower is going to need the 10. Okay. Should I trade some stone for something? How much? We have 5. I'll tell you what, rather than mining it from over there, I'm going to build the pack station over here. Let's put the pack station down this way. The reason I'm putting it here is actually I do believe they use the trade station, but we're going to order in a couple of donkeys, get that one going. Plenty of spare people over here now, so if we wanted to up anything, we can. I'm going to start with that storehouse to get that extra one in. And then let's get these guys up to tier 3. Now they're expanded, so plenty of room. Look at this money. Oh, beautiful, man. Regional wealth, 374 a month now. And then we're slowly going to make sure we get in both a windmill, which will have, there we go, 100% efficiency if we go here. Oh, we want it closer to the food, though. Make more sense. I wonder if I can get a road going from here. The answer is yes, I can. And let's get the windmill right here. And then let's get, I mean, communal oven takes stone as well, but that's okay. We'll keep those coming with the pack station. So we'll get that built. Then it's a case of that. So we should, there we go. We see the first lot of sowing happening. Last bit going in there. So you'll see these numbers go up as they sow the seeds. But we're absolutely fine. It's still November, so the growth doesn't start until next year as well. So we're going to be all good. We're moving at pace now. Here's the pack station. Let's order a mule. Let's get one in. And let's start the barter with Old Heart. So we're going to send stone. And we're going to receive... What do we want to receive to start? Not producing much, are they? We take some of their berries. If I do... We can't do bread. I might stick on that barley. And then just wait. Stone for barley. Now, how much stone do we have? So if I just make sure stone isn't being sold... No trade. And then let's make sure we're still mining up. So we can actually stick a couple of people in here. Just get loads of it. There's 320 left. And then we'll need the deep mining for that stone. I don't need a lot. I just want to send a little bit over actually. So maybe I'll just trade it for berries. We'll have that one pack station worker sending a bit of stone over for some berries. Let's make sure I got that the right way around. I have been known to get this wrong sometimes. So we're sending stone, receiving berries. It's a bit steep there to do anything else, so I'll leave that one. Windmill's done, and then, yeah. Here it is. There's the 20 stone already. That didn't take long, did it? Let's get our... Well, firstly, the retinue, because that's going to be the main one we need to take over stuff. Let's commit that one. And then we're going to go for our first bakery. You know what? I don't care about the efficiency of where the bakeries are. We just need bread cooking. And I want it close to this. So we're going to say communal ovens will have a strip of them over here. I think I can connect these roads around as well. It shows as not connected on the river, but it is still connected, by the way, guys. Let's check the farms. Yep. So we're going to get a 125, sorry, yield next year on those. And look who's trying to claim something again, the fool. He's trying to take our main once again. It's January. I think I'll wait and I'll hire these up in a moment for when we grab that. Unfortunately, you don't get any influence for fighting the enemy, though, which is kind of annoying. But it is just about us building up this influence, so... I see communal oven. So let's go. Let's get one in the... Oh, we don't need the windmill yet. So this is kind of just ready, isn't it? I think we've got enough in this army to deal with it. But at the same time, we may as well grab the retinue. So we can grab pretty much everyone. And let's just obliterate him. And I'm not even going to try and, like, do much with these guys. I'm just going to... Well, we'll let him come in. And then I'll kind of just click this one and grab everyone when he's closer. All right, let's do it. So, oh, it's over here. Wow, that's weird. That's really weird. That's not even the one they're trying to take. So, very strange. What I'm going to do is line them up here ready. These guys we're going to get out. We've got a pretty good army now. My concern is if we're not stood in this zone, we'll have to fight twice. If we try and do anything else, okay, we could... Oh, they're coming from this way, so let's just fight them here. It'll be quite funny. And then what we'll do is just get these guys. Probably just stood in this circle. And then you can come over at some point. Let's grab these. You guys all come over here. Might have to fight down there, but we'll try. Alright, we're set up on the hill. Don't have too much melee, but that's okay. Our guys are all fine. They're on their way over. Just running through town. I think mostly, though, we're just going to sacrifice these guys. I think we can win with just these, to be honest. They're not that strong, but As long as our archers get a good flurry, we'll be fine. And then we'll just come in off the back with these guys. I'm actually just going to have the corpse pit ready as well, 2 people in it, so we don't get the bad happiness. I'm going to get... I think we're lining up over here, actually, so let's get you there. You guys can both go next to him. My liege, my liege, my lord. Right, there we go. We're in position and ready. And let's hopefully get full flurry with these 3 on whoever. Kind of want them to shoot this, so that would be good. And then we'll move back in. Very nice. We have the height, and they're going to get pretty tired running up here anyway. If we can kill a couple, you would think those rain of arrows, though, would do a lot of damage. But they don't. We're going to have these sprinting. And we're going to bring them back. There we go. And then, yeah, you guys kind of just shoot that. You shoot that. You shoot that. You go in on that one. You can hit that one. I might get those shooting down there, actually. These guys have decided they want to have a taste of me over here, so that's absolutely fine. I'm going to see if we can... Well, if you're going to turn away, I can save my soldiers, actually. And just sacrifice theirs. No problem. Get these guys turning on that. You fight that. You fight that. We're ripping the retinue down anyway. I think we still have the effectiveness, which is kind of funny. And then... Oh, our archer's getting a ping on weakening these a little bit. But we're going to... I think I need to go in with these guys. Might just march them. And then you guys go there. Let's speed it up a little bit. Their archer's going to be dead in a second. There they are. And then you guys can turn and face on that. Looks like we're breaking them all anyway. Not going to lose a single one of my units. Let's speed it up. Crunch. Surrounded. Get them, boys. Hopefully we don't. And I left... Oh, they're going to attack again. See, because of the zone being over here, even though I've got 1 unit in there, they're going to attack again, which is kind of annoying. And that really does affect my effectiveness over here. So what I'm going to do is disband my archers. Let them get back to work, because it's going to cause problems over here. And we're already burying the bodies, so let's get everyone kind of lined up. Yeah, we'll just stay lined up on the hill. We'll use their 2 archers here. I think, we've got that other retinue one over here, actually. Sorry, the other one we hired. So we'll get those over here as well. All right, should we check in? We've got 5 families in the meantime over here, which is pretty crazy. I think we want to turn on the tannery. And we're going to have enough to get our bread going. So we're going to want them harvesting from the farmhouses as well. So it looks like they're already growing. As you can see, the first number on those is good. So first lot of bread is going to be fantastic. Now I'm going to turn off the stone now. What we're going to do is trade for bread. So when we're ready, we'll say charcoal for bread. I think I'm going to pause the pack station. I think that's the best thing at the moment. Then what we'll do from this trade post is say... Oh yeah, there's what I meant. They put the goods in the trade post from the pack station. Kind of weird, I know. He wants to... give up. All right, here we are. So let's go for bread then. We're going to say untick this one for importing inter-site trading. We're going to establish that trade. I don't think you need that, actually. You might do. Who knows? But we're going to export bread. So every piece... well, let's keep 20 bread for ourselves. The rest is going to go out. So we're going to want to get 1 more family in there. What I'll do is not... the most productive, but we'll get 1 in the windmill, 1 in the communal oven ready. We've got plenty of other stuff. I think food-wise, we'll want to keep the rest in. This zone's all good. I'm going to get in a couple more houses because I see we only have enough for 2 more. Probably just going to grab 1 over here. Yeah, it's a pretty steep hill. They don't like it over here. Might just get a couple on this bit then. There we go. We'll get 2 up there, and then maybe a couple here. I think these 2 farmhouses are going to be enough for the bread we need for this run anyway. Get you in, and then the rest will go via the tithe taxes as well. We also have our other retinue. We can hire all these pieces up, and we're also going to upgrade. Alright, it's time for some more orchards over here as well. So this one's pretty damn full. We don't want to build this way, really. I reckon maybe over here, actually. Quite far away, though. It's the travel time, isn't it? Let's just go this way. So I only want... They're going to be pretty big, but let's go as close to that as we can. Let's get 3 double orchards there. And we'll get those upgraded to tier 3 as well. We've got 2 more. I actually need some more to tier 2. So let's go ahead and do that as well. And we've still got to wait 40 days for him to attack again. Kind of annoying, but that's okay. We've still got all of those guys ready to fight, so whatever. And you see these are almost there. We're going to be harvesting them real soon. And there's the enemy units now. So let's check which way they're coming from. Same way. Perfect. We're ready on the hill anyway. We've got a much stronger army this time. I'm going to hopefully... Well, I'm going to expend theirs first. That's definitely what I'm going to be doing. This should be the last one we have to fight. This happens every time you don't fight in the circle, by the way, guys. Let's slow it down and let's see if the archers can all do a bit of damage. Let's make sure they're ready on sprint. Come on. At least kill one. Come on, man. Let's pull them back. They killed one. Terrible. Absolutely shocking. We're going to go for side shots, though. From over here. I'm going to leave these on balanced. They're all clumped up, so you come here, please. Probably get those guys shooting on that, actually. And then let's get these rounds. You round. Look at these waiting on the road to come through. That's hilarious. Let's get you in. You in. You in on that. You around here. And let's get you just piling in. And then you guys, if you shoot on that... let's get you shooting there, actually. You shooting down on that one, and you shooting on that one. Get rid of those. And then you come up on that retinue there. There we go. Straight in the back. No good effectiveness. Our effectiveness is bad on these guys, but that's fine. Just our retinue we can replace nice and easy. So, really quick break on these. His archers in the side are pretty effective, man. Let's turn all our archers to that. And I'm not going to get rid of these guys yet. I'm going to just keep them here. And just let the archers do their thing. And there it is. But surely that is it. Well, either way, I'm going to disband my men. Go back to there. I'm going to keep these guys out for now. Just so we can replenish. And what I'll do is go straight in then. And they're replenished. All good. So 13 days. No one will come out again by that time, I don't think. I'm going to get 2 in this second farmhouse over here. I might actually... The next year I'll get a 3rd farm. We would have been fine for 3 here. Again, not upgrading to tier 2 at all. I think we can get away with not doing it. So... my only concern, I think, actually, I've neglected marketplaces here, so we're going to need 1 in each. And there's the battle 1. Finally. We're all good. Lovely. Let's get rid of you guys. Thank you for your service. And our army is almost there, so 2 more families, and we are good. I think I want another one of these guys, though. They're pretty good. But yeah, these 4 as a... thingy 1.2, so we're able to take another one really soon as well. So it is what it is at the moment. It's very much just going to be balancing all that out. Right, over here I'm not going to put any tax on for these guys, but I am going to put a 5% tithe. So I'm going to keep these guys happy with no taxes, but what I'm going to do is upgrade these to tier 2 just to that 1 point. I don't think it matters anyway, but I'm going to do it just to start getting a tiny bit of income. We'll be selling that bread really soon. We harvest 1st of September, sorry, that's it. So we just wait. I am pretty sure, though, the extra families, we should be utilising these berries for the tithe. So let's go ahead and get them in. And we've only got 1 more house for these guys to get in, so I'm going to get some more. Just get 5 more there. And there's our development point. You know what? I'm going to go. So it doesn't really matter where I go on this one, actually. I don't think this is going to be necessary. So what I'm going to do is just grab in trapping. And then... we'll just make sure they get that little bit of extra meat from these guys. Passive meat income. It's not amazing, but it is what it is. And let's expand these. We got our orchards. We just need a bit more loggage. I'm going to start spending a bit of my money on getting some more food in then. So let's make sure we import to 40 of those. Let's make sure that's turned up. And then I think we're going to get the more apples anyway. I think I can grab berries from the other side if needed as well. And then we're going to want import on the bread from the other side. So we're going to pay the other one for the bread. And it should be nice and cheap. Right, I think it's time for a second trade house. And I have turned up the barley import. So let's get another trade post in. And let's start working on that. And I'm going to order a horse straight in. So we've got it. And we got the raiders. This is perfect. We actually need the raiders. So I'm going to grab just these three. Don't actually need all these three, but I'm just going to fight over here with them. Deal with these raiders really quick. And then we should be able to take another zone. Here they come, look. Bring it on. Gearing up. This is exactly what we needed to come in, actually. So it just gives us that 1,000 reps. So we'll quickly kill these. You know what? Are they going straight for that? They are. Get those pushing in. I might get a bit of a charge on those. Half my retinue is still making their way over. That's fine. It's only raiders. There we go. 2.7k then. Should we quickly make claim on one? All right, the men stand ready. Sorry, I just bunched them up over here. We're going to come straight out to the map. And we're going to lay claim to Linek. Let's bring it on. All right, let's get these kind of lined up, though. So we'll get you... Let's kind of get you hotkeyed as well. I have no idea where they're going to come from, so I'm just going to patiently get them lined up. A bit like that, just in a row. Hopefully they come from this way. We shall see. But I don't know. They'll definitely throw the gauntlet. Okay, this is good. There they are. So we can actually line these up pretty well. Let's just go here. Don't really want to be in the trees, so I think I'll just do this. And then we'll get ready to hit them afterwards. Taking your zone, baby. Let's go. This is all I want to achieve here, so... Ooh, we've got loads of units. I'm not concerned in the slightest here. We'll just let the arrows rain, baby. On whatever they want to shoot. Beautiful. Just constant. I don't even think we killed anyone. We haven't. Look how bad the archers are, man. They literally do nothing. Take it as you will. Don't even bother wasting your time with archers, if I'm honest. They're good. They're good to have a unit or two later on to deal with the last archer. That's about it. Come back. And then I think we killed one retinue. So that was quite nice. Not. Get you guys in. You guys hit that. You guys hit that. You hit that. You come around. Other retinue come around. And we're going to get a full sprint on this. Just going to get them around this way into there. Let's get them all pushing. We're all good. Nice. And then you guys are going to run in on that. If you double click, they sprint, by the way. And then all archers will just get shooting on that. That was quick. Go archers. There we go. Down it goes. Big crumble. And the region is mine. Lovely. Not that we're going to do anything with it yet, but we are going to go ahead and get these guys back. Well, we didn't actually lose anyone, so I can probably keep these knocking about. I mean, we've got so much money. Why not? Don't cost anything anyway. Get all these disbanded. And we're all good. Like, just quickly check in. I think food-wise, we're fine. 810, so we're just going to need to get another one. But, did we get any bread in yet? It's only September. No bread yet. Let's have a look. Is there flour? Okay, at the moment we got wheat. They just need to thresh it, so that's fine. And then we're all good. So let's disband you. But guys, that's going to be where I end this one out. Third zone is ours. Place is looking huge now. And as you can see, that one in the distance as well. A little windmill that looks gorgeous. As always, though, thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already as well. As always, I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one.